Hey YouTube, this is Yugioh. This is basically a side deck video to help people side in and out of their decks for certain matchups, because I know a lot of people build their side deck correctly, but when siding cards in and out of matchup, that's where people tend to go wrong. Just so you know, the deck I'll be doing this for is my Frog Monarch deck, because it was the only deck I have built. So I'll quickly go through the build. It basically runs 3 Vanity Fiend, 3 LADD, 3 Riser, 3 Kai's, 1 Dark Dust, 1 Gauze, 3 Battle Faders, 2 Treeborn, 2 Fishborg, 1 Snowman Eater, 3 Swap Frog, 2 Effect Veiler, Rolling Toland, 2 Nobleman Extermination, 1 for 1, free Soul Exchange, Dark Hole, Monster Born, 2 Enemy Controller, Foolish, and Treacherous Trapo. The reason why I run these over MST is because I feel as though they're a lot better game 1, in the sense that if these decks like Six Samurais and Gravekeepers have these Royal Tribute type hands or the Swarming hand, they're gonna do it on their first turn and there's nothing really you could do about it. And I feel it's just though this card will just come in handy a lot more, in that it will stop those it will help you just along. It will just help you along the door, in the sense that if it is a long stretched out duel, this card will come in handy a lot more, seeing as you could hit one Solemn Warning, it will hit both. On top of that, you could look at your opponent's deck. If you, let's say you hit a D Prison and they only remove 2 copies, then like you can predict what their hands are or their other back rows are. So this is why I think this card's a lot better. You should try it out. If not, then just ignore me. But on top of that, onto the side deck. The side deck I built for this deck is 1 Burial, 1 Snowman Eater, 2 Puppet Plant, 2 Kinetic Soldiers, 2 Cyber Dragons, 1 DD Crow, 1 Breaker, 2 Chain Disappearances, 2 MSTs, and TT. Alright, these are my side deck, and that's my main deck. The matchups I'll be showing the side deck for are Six Samurais, Gravekeepers, Plants, and Exodus. Alright, on to the first matchup. Six Samurais, which won recently won the 2 previous YCSs, has emerged as being like probably from tier 0 to tier 1 type deck, and it is a deck that the Frog Monarch deck has like a 50-50 matchup. But once you side deck a few cards in, then basically the matchup will be slightly in your favor, assuming you draw into them. As for the side deck, cards that I will put side in from the side deck are the 2 Puppet Plants, obviously, because these become brain controls against the deck, the 2 Connect Soldiers, the Snowman Eater, and the Burial. I know a lot of people would side in Chain Disappearances, but I feel if though it would just players might make mistakes and set it. The opponent might not summon the Kagemusha, and then you can't get your Treeborn back, and it could lead to mistakes. Alright, so basically, since we're siding these 6 cards, the cards that you would want to take out are the cards that basically won't be as useful in the matchup. So looking at our deck, instantly you could tell these Effect Veilers won't become as effective, so you should take them out. Also, you should take out 1 Vanity's Fiend, because once you Puppet Plant monsters, you most likely want to drop one of these 3. You should take out 1 LADD. Well, it might be slightly harder to get 2 Tribute Baits out. Other cards you would consider is, since you're siding in Puppet Plants, which are brain controls, you need 1 less Soul Exchange and stuff. And finally, I would say, like, you could possibly take out 1 Fishborg. Snowman Eater will come in really handy in this matchup. Sometimes you might not have the Monarch, you could just set it and stuff. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards out, and basically if you just put these here, you could see how the deck will look afterwards. Once these cards have been added, so the Puppet Plants are there, the Bureau's there, the Snowman Eaters and the Connect Soldiers, basically all the cards that will really help out in this matchup. So yeah, wait, just flip these quickly back up. Yeah, so like these are what I'll do, and this usually leads to me winning the game. Like if I draw Puppet Plant, or basically Puppet Plant, or any of the other cards, it just will just benefit me too much. The reason why I always side in Burrow is because everyone always sides in Chain Disappearance and DD Throws and stuff, and it will just really affect your deck. Alright, the second matchup I would say is Gravekeepers, which is a relatively hard matchup. Seeing it's actually an easy matchup if they don't do their Royal Tribute type plays, because your Monarchs will just keep going over them. But if they do, then the matchup becomes a lot harder. From the side deck, cards that obviously will go in are the 2 MSDs. They're quite obvious. 2 Purple Plants, seeing as all of them are spellcasters. Other cards that will go in is obviously the Bureau. I just explained why. The 2 Cyber Dragons, because they're beat sticks and they will just really come in handy. And the single copy of Breaker. For this matchup, like, you have to take out all the cards that will be quite dead in the matchup. And a lot of cards do get overlooked here. One of the cards I would suggest is Monster Reborn. It's often overlooked. Basically, people just assume it's Monster Reborn, it's a staple, it sustains. But to me, with Necro Valley, sometimes you might draw this and it will be a dead card. So I suggest taking out that card. 2 copies of Vanity Fiend. They don't special summon much, so I would say you should take these out. Another card is Ronin Totem. You can't actually summon this when Necro Valley is on the field, so it becomes instantly a dead card. The 2 Effect Veilers, there's not much you would want to be negating. The 1 Soul Exchange, since you're siding in the Puppet Plants, and the 1 Snowman Eater. So basically that will give room for the Breaker, the 2 Cyber Dragons, the 1 Burial, the 2 Puppet Plants, and the 2 MSTs. So the deck will look something like that afterwards. These are so it's breakers and stuff like that. Let me just do a quick glance over it. So basically the deck will look something like that. So these are cards that you should always consider, like when siding into a matchup, what cards will become dead and stuff like that. So just by looking at it, so not as useful. Siding in cards that are better than this, especially because if you activate Puppet Plant, like Gravekeeper Recruiter won't get its effect because it has to be sent from your opponent's side of the field. 2 Effect Veilers, the Ronin Totem, and the Monster Reborn and stuff. So these cards will go out, these cards will go in. This video's gone kind of long, so basically I'm going to cut it short. And if you guys want to see a part 2 to this and like see the other matchups, just write down in the comments and stuff. And if you like this, rate and remember to subscribe. Peace, YouTube.